Watch Think Green every Wednesday on KUAM News for a look on how energy efficiency can help manage your energy costs. Think Green showcases products and services from local companies offering products that qualify for cash rebates, conserving energy, or other GPA energy services. Presented by GPA, bringing energy solutions to you. They've qualified and are ready to uproar Guam. A multiple extreme challenge event Friday, February 2nd at the Sheraton Laguna Resort, Guam. Come and cheer on your athletes. The region's first ever head-to-head fitness challenge. Doors open at 5 p.m. with the challenge beginning at 6 p.m. $25 to enter with proceeds to benefit the Special Olympics Guam. Tickets available at Custom Fitness in Agana, Boca Box, and will also be available at the door. Uproar Guam. Friday, February 2nd at the Sheraton Laguna Resort. Presented by Coors Light and IT&E. Special thanks to the stations of KUAM, Custom Fitness, Physical Therapy, Lumber 6, Bonded, Trench Challenge, and XYZ.
Watch Health Check with Nurse Jen Artero every Tuesday for community health information, advisories, and news you and your family can use for leading a healthier lifestyle. Health Check during KUAM News Healthy Living. Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
When I was younger, going to the Olympics seemed impossible.
My dad had to quit working so he could start traveling with me, making sure I had everything I needed.
Dad will always be the most trustworthy person I have. We've been through a lot together. He loves watching me compete.
Perfect 100 for Chloe!
He loves being coach/dad.
Good job, Chloe, good job!
Even if I fall, he's like, it's okay, you know, it's fine.
Keep going, Chloe, keep going! She's my daughter.
Sometimes I just need to hear that.
KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Ahead on primetime, some very tight financial times are looming for Gov Guam.
Plus, day 2 of the trial against a man accused of rape. The victim and her mother take the stand.
And senators vote on several measures discussed during session this week. One item includes the medicinal marijuana law.
Hoffman, good evening.
Well, some very tight financial times, as we told you, looming for Gov Guam. The governor's fiscal team is preparing to hash out the harsh reality, of $48 million plunge in fiscal year 2018 revenue and an even bigger drop of $66 million for FY19 beginning this October.
But despite this, Calvo's financial advisors remain confident there won't be any payless paydays, and if layoffs are needed anytime soon, it's up to the legislature to authorize them. Nestor Lacanto reports.
The Trump tax reforms will cost Gov Guam coffers heavily in the year ahead, and Calvo's fiscal team believes to make up for the shortfall, there will be little choice except to increase revenues, which means likely tax and fee increases. The fiscal team's Lester Carlson says the governor has already let lawmakers know.
We end page 1 by saying that there isn't any fat to cut because we're this far into the fiscal year, and we need to find a way to keep critical functions running. And then the next page, we actually, the governor mentions to the speaker that we should be looking at revenue generating or other revenue enhancement ideas.
Layoff, says fiscal team member Christine Boleto, will need to be targeted, and to make meaningful cuts, it will need the legislature's action to speed up the process. And non-classified employees?
I promise you this, even if we wiped out every LTA and unclassified member of this government, you're not going to reach 47.9 million. There's no way.
For the budget, Gov Guam first sets aside money for tax refunds, deficit reduction, and debt service. And this year, that leaves $688 million, a slight increase over the previous fiscal year. Line agencies have been told to prepare for a yet-to-be-determined pro-rata reduction in their budgets. And make no mistake, says Calvo spokeswoman Oyang Iwarekla, there will be some tough decisions ahead.
These are our services. These are what we need to do. These are what we're mandated to do. These are the services that the people of Guam not only expect from us. These are the services that they deserve, and these are the services that we're legally required to provide. How can we do that, and still live within our means?
Expect some passionate discussion on the government's financial picture during a public hearing Monday on the governor's bill to fund the hospital by lifting the long-standing 4% business privilege tax exemption for the wholesale, insurance, and banking industries. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Well, another salvo in the governor's ongoing feud with the legislative secretary Regime Bisco Lee. Calvo has been highly critical of Lee for refusing to transmit his tax refund funding bill known as the TRAN. The governor believes it was duly passed 7-6, and Lee holding to the Democratic position that it needs a legislative majority of 8 votes to become law. Now the governor is raising issue over what he believes is Lee's failure to maintain the required official record keeping of that legislative activity.
Now, when we're receiving evidence that contrary to the Organic Act of Guam, which mandates a legislative journal being kept by the legislative secretary, and there is no legislative journal, it's a free-for-all over there, and they're not following their own rules.
Lee responded by comparing the governor's latest accusation to a child throwing a tantrum. She provided links to a list of the voting records, which the administration had called into doubt. On a related note, the administration confirms $2 million in tax refunds will be sent out this week for those that filed up to September and a portion of October.
We have to fix the problems. Attorney Curtis Vanderbilt is taking issue with the Department of Corrections after he says his client was attacked inside the woman's facility Friday morning. He says his client, Caitlin Scully, who is a federal detainee being held on drug charges, was checking the phone log when another woman attacked her. Authorities did not note any visible injuries. However, Vanderbilt says the incident proves the department is incapable of assuring security of those being held there. He tells KUAM he is taking the matter up before the district court on Monday morning.
Well, the department, meantime, has shown ways it is upgrading safety and security at the prison. Officials showed off the progress in the installation of new electronic locks that will replace the old manual system. Dave Rogers is a consultant for the $2.7 million project. He says one of the challenges is that the prison doors swung inward, which is the wrong way.
See a high definition, high technology camera system in every building.
In all, about 120 locks and 20 cameras will be installed. The locks and cameras can be remotely controlled by corrections officers. The locking upgrade was one of the final mandates of the federal consent decree that was ordered in 1991. Well, day 2 of the rape trial for Austin Barcenas continued today.
It appears, however, that the victim and her mother have a very different recollection of what occurred that night 6 years ago. Here's more from inside the courtroom. A mother in tears. On the stand Friday in day 2 of trial for accused rapist Austin Barcenas, Natalie Wolford told jurors how her daughter had changed overnight.
She was full of life, no care in the world, trusted anybody.
Back in 2012, the 14-year-old had slept at a neighbor's house. She had come home from the sleepover early, crying and in pain.
She slept there. Roughly around 12-something, she came home. Approached her sister, who later approached my husband. My husband woke me up. I went to the bathroom where my daughter was waiting. She was crying. She was in pain. She already had her shorts down because she was hurting. She pointed out that something had happened to her. The minute I walked in the bathroom, I could smell her. My bathroom reeked of sperm, the scent of sperm.
The sight and smell prompted her to rush her daughter to the hospital, ensuring she didn't shower and remained in the same clothes.
I looked at it myself, and without touching it, because she was crying, because she was in a lot of pain. Originally, I thought that it was torn up.
Man, you can take the witness stand.
The victim also took the stand on Friday, only identified by her initials to protect her identity. 20-year-old J.A. recalls sleeping over at the neighbors, eating ice cream, and waking up in pain before rushing home. Her memory slightly different from her mother's.
Do you know if in your presence, did your mom ever smell your panties?
No.
Did she ever smell the bathroom in your presence?
Not that I recall.
Okay. And did you attempt to look at your vagina when you felt these things?
No, sir.
Before leaving the stand, the victim reported the defendant's sister asked her to drop the case.
After January in 2016, has anybody contacted you about this case?
Yes.
Has anybody asked you to drop the case?
Yes.
Though Barcenas' sperm was found inside the victim's underwear, so was a second sample, one belonging to a Caucasian male. We should note no other arrests were made in this case. Trial resumes on Monday. A 27-year-old Guam police officer caught with child pornography has been indicted. Gregory Ray Pan-Quintanilla is indicted on charges of dissemination of child pornography and possession of child porn. He's alleged to have received and forwarded a known child pornographic video back in October. As we reported, the investigation stemmed from a report out of the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. They contacted the Internet Crimes Against Children Regional Task Force in Hawaii, who flagged Quintanilla's Facebook account. Local authorities were able to confirm it was his. The video in question depicted a minor under the age of 14 engaged in a sexual act in front of other children.
Police catch up with a man who allegedly stole a car in Jigo 2 months ago. Ronnie Jr. Gogo is charged with theft of an automobile, possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, vehicle without an ID, and operating a vehicle without a driver's license. The car was reported stolen last November. Just this week, a police officer spotted the car and the driver speeding through the Jigo area. During a pullover, police learned the license plate had been changed out. The VIN matched the description of the stolen car. Authorities also found a small clear plastic bag with suspected crystal meth inside the car.
A woman is caught with drugs after a patrol officer spots her not wearing her seatbelt. Lindsay May Villagomez is charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance and open container. Police searched the suspect's car during a traffic stop. Inside, they found an open beer can and a couple of small plastic bags with the drug ice.
He'll remain a free man for now, though he was set to self-surrender this week to start a 2.5-year sentence. J.C. White's motion to stay out of jail pending his appeal was granted. The order was issued late Thursday afternoon by Judge Michael Berdaglio. If you recall, White was convicted of aggravated assault of the bodyboarder Brian Cruz, who later died from severe head injuries.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime.
You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
A year is made of more than just 365 days. It was each new connection, every show of support, and all your special moments. Happy New Year from your friends at IT&E.
Now you can choose your favorite Nissan rides and 30 flyaways on Philippine Airlines when you play Micronesia Mall's Your Best Choice giveaway. To play, present mall receipts to win a new Versa Note SR, the Crossover Rogue Sport SV, the Heritage Edition 370Z, or you can choose a tough Nissan truck. Plus, there are great instant prizes from Burger King and Foot Locker. Win more cars, trips, and prizes when you play Micronesia Mall's Your Best Choice giveaway.
Half a day. I'm Joshua Chinorio, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor as Lou Leon Guerrero's running mate. I lost my father, Jesus, in 1994 when he was killed in a car accident. That tragedy made me the head of my family, and knowing how my mom, sister, and I struggled made me understand the challenges working families face and the impact that public policy has on our island. I can help Lou reform the government because I have been a leader in all three branches, as well as in our congressional office. I know how government should work, and Lou and I can make it work more efficiently and effectively for everyone. I will help Lou promote our culture and celebrate our island's diversity. I've been involved in historic preservation for many years, and I know we can do more to ensure that future generations receive the cultural gifts that were entrusted to us. If you are ready for change, so am I. If you have the courage to make change happen, I will help you. And if you want a brighter future for Guam, I'm in. I'm Joshua Tenorio, and I ask for your support for Lou and me. Come join us.
I'm Lou Leon Guerrero, and I approve this message.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Now to the latest with efforts to get the medicinal marijuana law rolling.
Senators in session today went over a measure that would finally set rules and regulations for the KC Conception Compassion Cannabis Use Act. Carmen Talahi has more.
The people voted yes, but the law failed to make medicinal marijuana available for eligible patients.
I rise in support of this measure with high hopes, no pun intended, that its enactment will provide the relief that many patients have been anticipating for many years.
Senators like Senator Muñoz stood in favor of Bill 210, introduced by Senator Dennis Rodriguez, who says it's been too long and even non-residents will benefit.
We're 3 hours away from Japan and other Asian countries, and so that possibility of that economic benefit is there, but more importantly, the opportunity for us to leverage more patients being able to use, to take advantage of the program would be good for our patients here on Guam. So
the discussion hit close to home for Speaker B.J. Cruz, who opened up about a loved one directly affected by this very issue.
His appetite, from someone whose bodybuilding was better than mine, his appetite had gotten so he was completely emaciated and had no appetite. The only time that he was able to eat, or was willing to eat, was after he's had an ability to be able to smoke a little medicinal marijuana. But I really do think that as imperfect as this is, it is a start, and we've got to get this thing started.
But others like Senator Michael Sinicolas still concerned with the logistics and how they will enforce the law. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
The bill was passed in a 14-1 decision, only Senator Tony Ada voting in opposition.
Getting a handle of the island's homeless, volunteers early today conducting the annual point-in-time homeless count before the sun came up.
The effort includes a count and survey of Guam's homeless population. Keani Mendiola has the story.
It's not just the numbers that count, although they do play a big part. Headed by the Guam Homeless Coalition, the annual point-in-time count helps to provide a snapshot of the island's homeless population. But Guam Homeless Coalition Chair Diana Calvo says there's more to it.
What the surveyors will be obtaining is some demographic information as reported by the homeless individuals, and then also what are the reasons that is contributing to their homeless situation, and what are some of the barriers. And then for those, it would be consenting if they wanted us to make referrals for follow-up services.
Volunteers took to the streets seeking out the island's homeless in places they most frequent, particularly in the villages of Aganga, Tamuning, Tumon, and Dedido. Gregorio Calvo has volunteered for this event for 7 years.
It was amazing. It was an opportunity to really see the details of why they're going through the situations they're going through. A number of situations have been family hurts really in the past that gravitated to where they are now.
The PIT count will continue well into Friday evening. Statistics are being compiled as teams come in. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Keani Mendiola.
A dispute over the land in Manilao being turned into a solar farm. The Guam Land Use Commission entertained public comment on the issue. Residents who live nearby and own the land concerned for safety during typhoons. Even University of Guam Professor Dr. Kurt Fielder raising questions about the ecological damage that could be done to endangered species like snails and butterflies.
I found a study, a very good study, that looked at temperature changes within photovoltaic power plants. And what they found were that in large power plants you could expect a 4 to 5 degree change in temperature. And that could affect the adjacent areas. It could dry out those adjacent areas or change the moisture profile. and impact some of the native organisms in the surrounding forest.
The corporation assured the commission that sponsored studies state otherwise. The Guam Land Use Commission voted approving conditional use of the land.
GWA cut the ribbon on a new water well in Dededo, one of 5 that will be activated. They are the first well sites to be built or rehabilitated in some 20 years. GWA General Manager Miguel Berdalio says the work began a year and a half ago.
The ultimate goal of this project was to bring back into service 5 wells that had been inoperable for many years because of either diminished production rates or diminished water quality or irreparable damage to the original well column or structure.
Yeah, you saw that little kid in the video earlier. That's our own Sage Dela Cruz, Whisper's son. Well, anyways, Berdalio says each well will provide between 150 to 300 gallons per minute of water into the distribution system for a total of daily production capacity of about 1.5 million gallons per day. Berdalio says wells have been brought up to modern construction standards that will extend the life of these wells for many years to come.
Sports is next, but first weather.
Managing our wireless data used to drive my family crazy. But now that we've switched to GTA and get all that bonus data, we're spreading the love. You sure you don't mind the wait, honey?
Take your time. I'm good.
But we're missing the game.
Nope. I've got bonus data from GTA. Come watch.
Love it.
Get 10 extra gigs of wireless data on every line every month when you bundle. Visit gta.net for more details.
2017 is rapidly coming to an end, and the big finish is on now. At Cars Plus in Mighty, get big year-end savings on a big selection of new 2017 Ram trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Dodge Challengers, and all Fiat models. Plus, buy from Cars Plus today and receive a Cars Plus value card where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Big savings and 21 cents off per gallon with a Cars Plus value card when you buy during a big finish at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Areola at 472-6114.
Hi, I'm Carl Lamort, the new face of Heineken Light. It has everything you want from a light beer, and it tastes great. Finally, a light beer that has it all.
It's a little intense.
I've only ever played villains.
Let's try gentler.
I could do gentler. Hi, I'm Carl Lamort, the new face...
The light beer that has it all.
We'll give you a call.
I'll give you a call.
Low calories, low alcohol, and a great taste. Deserves a spokesperson that has it all.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll hear from the Bone Collector in just a bit. First off, your Darentone Athlete of the Week. Check it out. We're here at Darentone, Dededo, for our Athlete of the Week. Today we have mixed martial arts fighter Brogan Walker Sanchez, who fights in Invicta FC.
Congratulations on being Dial's Athlete of the Week. Who would you like to donate the check to?
To Island Girl Power, please.
All right, Brogan, first off, congratulations on your big win and your Invicta debut. Walk us through the fight and how everything went for you in your debut fight.
Okay, as far as the fight, I went another 3 rounds. Of course, I was hoping to make it a little bit of a shorter night, but like I said before, it's rare that it goes how you planned. So I had a tough fight. She was definitely my toughest opponent yet. She was really strong, and she did a good job of not really letting me work my game too much because, like I said, I really wanted to finish. But it was a great experience all in all. Invicta took really great care of me, just like PXC did. So it felt like a good step and a really great transition for me. I had fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. All-women's organization. What was the atmosphere like? I know you were able to meet the UFC champion.
Yeah. So she's now, Amanda Nunez is now the matchmaker. She's helping out with the matchmaking, and which is great because, there's talent all around the world. So she's helping get in a lot of the South America athletes and whatnot. So she, honestly, meeting her was like, I was totally fangirling out. It was exciting to see her. I met Stitch Duran. But all in all, the experience that I had was just like, everyone was so friendly. Like, all of the fighters that I've been looking up to, I got to meet them and, hang out with them. And everybody's just so nice. I had a great experience. What's next for you now? 1-0 in Invicta FC. Any plans on getting a fight in the next few months? I'm just going to leave it up to them for now. I'm already back training. I just finished working with Steve-O this morning. I came straight here. So I'm already back to the drawing board. I'm super motivated after seeing all the holes in my game. So I'm just filling those holes, and I'll be ready when they call me. Congratulations. Stay tuned to our next Renton Athlete of the Week.
KUAM Sports Athlete of the Week is brought to you by...
A press conference for Bone Collector was held at the Hyatt Regency Hotel today. Bone Collector is on island conducting an anti-drug youth skills clinic on Saturday from 11 to 2 at the Elite Academy in Teason, and will be a part of the Adult Open Division 3-on-3 King of the Court qualifier tournament. He will also be hitting the court for the Island All-Star Exhibition game on Sunday at the FD Phoenix Center.
Hopefully a kid can take away from this program and these events as being inspired to what basketball could do for them and how it could change their life. So again, we want to thank Bone Collector for coming out and sharing these thoughts and experiences, and we're excited.
Once again, thank you guys for hosting me on your beautiful island. I'm in Hawaii, but I'm en route to Guam. Can't thank you guys enough for all your support. Huge shout out to the Bank of Guam for everything you guys are doing. It's going to be a great event. I'll see you soon. God bless you guys. And remember, protect your ankles. I'm on my way.
United Airlines Guam Marathon organizers Guam Sports Events, Inc. presented the Guam Police Department and Guam Fire Department a donation of supplies that was made possible by an increase in runner participation during the 2017 event. To date, UGM has donated $18,000 in cash and valued supplies to event beneficiaries. UGM frequently partners with different beneficiaries each year to help shine a light on beneficiaries' outstanding work in the community and to support the causes they represent. Switching over to some NFL news, let's hear from Philly head coach Doug Peterson on the Patriots as the Eagles prep for Super Bowl 52.
It's a disciplined group when you watch them on tape. They're aggressive on defense. They can pressure the quarterback when they want to. Offensively, as efficient as they come. You've got top quarterback in the league, obviously, in Tom, and it's a good football team, sound football team.
All right, make sure to catch the big game, Super Bowl 52, going down Monday, February 5th on the stations of KUAM. TV8, Eagles versus the Patriots, kickoff at 9 a.m. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
I had a dream. I walked into a dealership, picked out a new car, gave them no money, and they're letting me drive it for free the next 3 months.
At Nissan Guam, your dream has become a reality during the premier New Year event. For the new year, you can drive away a new Nissan with no money down and not make a payment for the next 3 months. It's on the house, no money down. We make your first 3 payments. Just sign and drive away. For details, stop by Nissan Upper Tumon or log on NissanGuam.com.
We are on our way to GPO to surprise our prepaid flyaway winner! You could be the next one to win a free round-trip United flight to Manila with 4 of your friends.
Excuse me, are you Moonsha? Yes. You won a trip for you and 4 of your friends to go to
Manila! Just purchase and load any Docomo Pacific prepaid card until February 28th and get automatically entered for your chance to win.
Finally, I found chicken tenders that can pass as mine, which is nice because I've got better things to do. Peggy, I finished your shoulder. Millennials, am I right?
No. Oh, no. Yes.
Dinner!
Introducing McDonald's Buttermilk Crispy Tenders. Juicy and made with 100% white meat. They're not grandma's.
I'm okay with that.
But she's okay with that.
It's Triple J's out with the old and in with the new sales event going on now. Get unbelievable savings on all remaining 2017s, plus many 2018s. Take advantage of our best pricing on all Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $137 per paycheck, and used cars as low as $80 per paycheck, plus no payments for 90 days, 0 down and 1.9% financing on approved credit. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shoutouts from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy 5th birthday, Ajale Roselle. Love the family. Also, happy birthday, Sean Umpinko. Happy birthday, Kai Avea Sablon Roberto, coming from the entire family. Happy birthday, Ryan Anthony Tyron. It's your 21st birthday. May your Heavenly Father continue to pour His gracious blessings upon you. Love the family. Ryan J. Borja, happy birthday going out to you. And happy belated birthday to Ireneo Charglaw.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online at KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo, your name, and birthday and our favorite time of Friday.
Right, that time of the week to announce the winner of the yummy Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake. And this week's winner is Mary Juanita Flores. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Belated birthday.
Right.
A rep from Cold Stone will be calling you on how you can redeem your yummy Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake.
Yep, and that's our show. Have a great weekend.
Good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Jason Salas. I have two lovely local